Well, good afternoon. Nice to be with you. Just like the squirrel stealing the nuts, abuse is a thief, taking a relationship of love and putting it to violence and intimidation, and in the process, greatly damaging the victim. Once a month, Judy is going to be building a snapshot of what an abusive relationship is by nature by interviewing Ruth, who realized that she found herself embroiled in a marriage with a malicious and violent husband. Now, it all started with her noble desire for companionship in marriage, but it really didn't go that way. Subscribe, please, or pass it on to anyone you think might be blessed by
it. Did you feel marginalized by the fact that you were actually not married in Christian circles?
I did feel I'm not sort of an invisible person, but I did feel overlooked somewhat in terms of, I don't know, programs for the 20 to 30s or whatever it was. It was like you didn't really exist. It was never anything for the... I was in my 40s at the time, and I think that single women in their 40s weren't really catered for.
Right, so you felt a bit left out?
I just felt a bit of an oddity. I didn't exactly feel left out because I'm not a group sort of person. I wasn't like crying my eyes out that I didn't have a little group to go to. I wasn't really bothered, but I noticed I wasn't in the mainstream. It was like, I don't know, I didn't feel particularly relevant as a person. Not as a Christian, but as a woman, I didn't feel particularly relevant.
It's actually my point, because one of the things that I've noticed sometimes in Christian circles is that as a woman, you do have slightly less relevancy than a man. Was this part of your experience?
I felt very much like I was the woman who just nods along and smiles, plays up to the husband rather a lot. I didn't see any examples of a woman that was a bit more of a leader type. I felt that I was slightly wrong for being who I am, but I didn't know that at the time. I just knew that I didn't fit in quite. I mean, I wasn't like crying about it. I was busy and happy in my life. I just noticed it and I got involved in many things because they were always asking for help. Desperate for this rota and that rota to be fulfilled, but none of it was really right for me. It was like, we need someone to do X, Y, Z, coffee and toddlers and, I don't know, I think I was on about 6 rotas at the end.
So from these interviews, we can see that from the outset, Ruth was trying to find herself and her purpose in the body of Christ. What were the signals? Well, as a woman, being married seemed really important, and being slotted into a sort of image of how a woman should fit into a church, i.e. the toddlers groups or serving coffees, and this had an effect on the choices that she made. Not everybody fits into these ready-made boxes. Now, on another note, next week we'll be interviewing Martin and Sarah and how their faith in Jesus affects their married life. God bless and bye for now.